we are discussing about the tissues. In animals, we have defined the tissue as a group of cells having common origin and performing a common function. And in higher organisms, where there is a division of labor, that means the work has been divided. Different systems are there, different organs are there, and these organs are made up of tissues, and the tissues are made up of cells. Before this, we have seen the two types of tissues, epithelial tissue and connective tissue. Today we will see the muscular tissue. Muscles which are present in our body, all the muscles, they form the muscular tissue. Muscles are present everywhere. The body is made up of skeleton, and to this skeleton, bony structure, the muscles are attached. And over muscles, we find the skin is there. तर जिथे जिथे आपल्या शरीरामध्ये मांस आहे, फ्लेश, that is a muscular tissue. Muscular tissue is responsible for movement in our body. ज्या काही आपल्या बॉडीमध्ये मूवमेंट होतात, फॉर एक्झाम्पल वी आर मूव्हिंग अवर हँड्स, दिस इज ड्यू टू द मस्क्युलर कॉन्ट्रॅक्शन अँड रिलॅक्सेशन. If I am holding the thing like this because of the contraction of muscles, and if I am releasing it, that means the muscles will be relaxed. So contraction and relaxation of the body parts, the blood vessels, our heart, and all the movements of our body, they are due to the muscular tissues. There are three types of muscular tissues in our body, which is made up of muscles. There are three types of muscles in the body. Voluntary muscles, second involuntary muscles, and third cardiac muscles. So voluntary muscles, involuntary muscles, and cardiac muscles. What are voluntary muscles? Voluntary muscles are also called skeletal muscles. Why? Because they are attached to bones. They are attached to skeleton. That's why we call them skeletal muscles. Why we call them voluntary muscles? Because these muscles, the movement, the action of these muscles is under our will. If we decide, then only we can move. For example, I move the hand this way. This is my will. ये मैं डिसाइड करूँगा. जहाँ मैं डिसाइड करूँगा कि इसको मूव कैसा करना है, and that is due to the voluntary muscles. म्हणजे ज्या मसल्सचे मूवमेंट आपल्या ताब्यामध्ये असते, which is under our control, under our will, आपल्या इच्छेमध्ये असते, त्याला म्हणतो आपण voluntary muscles. They are called voluntary muscles. So voluntary muscles, or they are called the skeletal muscles. They are also called striated muscles because they show the striations. If you see these muscles which are present in our body, which are attached to bones को attach जो muscles है, they are all called the skeletal muscles. When we see the structure of it, they are cylindrical, like this. This is one. Because the muscular tissue, the cells are elongated. And as the cells are elongated, we call them muscle fibers. Wherever the cell is elongated, we call it fibers. And these elongated fibers, they are arranged in a lengthwise manner. So this is, each thread-like structure is a muscle fiber, that is muscle cell. And if you see in magnification, then we will find the muscle fiber. This is muscle fiber. That means it is a muscle cell. As it is elongated, that's why we call it a muscle cell or muscle fiber. If you see this, the outermost covering is, as you know, the cell has got the cell membrane. Animal cell has the outer covering is the cell membrane. In this case, The cell membrane or the covering is called sarcolemma. It is called a sarcolemma. The covering wall. Inside this, as we know that inside the cell cytoplasm is there. But in this cell, the fluid which is present, it is called sarcoplasm. The fluid, that is the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm of the muscle cell is a sarcoplasm. These muscle fibers, they are unbranched. Skeletal muscle fibers are unbranched. No branching. And nuclei are many. Normally, the cell contains one nucleus. But here the nuclei are many. That means it is multinucleate. This is multinucleate. So it is elongated, unbranched, multinucleated. And in this cytoplasm, many fine thread-like structures are present. And these fine thread-like structures which are present inside this, they are called myofibrils. They are called myofibrils. So this is nucleus, and the nucleus is not in the center. It is present on the periphery, side. Normally, what the cell shows, the nucleus in the center. But here the nucleus is towards the margin, towards the periphery, on the sides. If you magnify this portion, now this muscle fiber has got the bands. It shows bands or striations. And there are two types of bands. Dark bands and light bands. This is dark band, dark band, dark band, dark, dark, dark and dark. So these are dark bands. And here this is a light band. This is light band and this is dark band. So alternate bands are there, strips are there, striations are there. That's why we call it a striated muscle. So alternate dark and light bands are present. If we magnify this portion, if we magnify this much, this will be like this. We have magnified it. This is magnified view. What is this? This is sarcolemma. What is this fluid? Sarcoplasm. And inside this we find there are present myofibrils. These are myofibrils. Fine thread-like structures. Myofibrils, they make the muscle fiber. These are myofibrils. Myofibrils. And here we find the nucleus towards periphery. This is nucleus. This is nucleus on the sides. And we find the striations are there. This is dark band. This is dark band. This is light band. This is dark band. This is light band. Dark band, light band. Dark band, light band. The band which is present between two dark is a light band. So alternate light and dark bands are there. This is dark band and this is a light band. So alternate light and dark bands are there. This is one muscle fiber or muscle cell we are discussing. And if you see the structure, these muscles are made up of two types of proteins which are called the contractile protein. Contractile proteins are there. That means the proteins, they show the contraction and relaxation. This contraction and relaxation is due to these proteins. Two types of proteins are there, actin and myosin. These are the two types of proteins which are there in the muscles, actin and myosin. Now if we take out one fibril, this myofibril we are taking out. One myofibril. This is one myofibril we are seeing. A single myofibril if taken, myofibrils 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 100 myofibrils may be there. We are taking out one. And when we see the one myofibril, then we find this is the ultimate unit, myofibril. This myofibril is thread-like. We are putting it in this direction. This is myofibril. This is one myofibril which has got the alternate bands, light and dark bands, and we are putting it in this direction. So each myofibril is made up of light band and dark band. This is a dark band. This is light band, this is dark band. This is light band and dark band and so on. And in magnification under electron microscope, in highly magnifying microscope, if you see this, then this light band is called isotropic band. Light band is called isotropic band. Light band is isotropic band, or we can call it I band. I for isotropic. Light band or isotropic band or I band, and this light band is made up of the special type of protein. Here light band is made up of the protein that is actin. What kind of protein is there? Actin protein is there in light band. So light band has got the actin type of protein. And when we see the dark band, this is the dark band. The dark band is called anisotropic band. Anisotropic, that means it is called A band. A for anisotropic. And this is made up of another type of contractile protein, that is myosin. Light band is isotropic band or I band made up of actin protein. Dark band is called anisotropic band or A band and made up of myosin type of protein. Now these bands, they have got the central line, the dividing line. Here this is the dividing line of the dark band. This is the dividing line of the light band. This is the dividing line of the dark band. This is the dividing line of the light band. This is the dividing line of the light band. So the dividing line of the dark band is called the H line. Dark band, the dividing line is called the H line. H for Hensen. Hensen line. The central part, the middle line, the dividing line, equal distance. The dividing line is called the H line. So here dark band is made up of myosin protein, and the central line which divides the dark band is called the H line. While as the light band, which is again divided by means of a central line, and that is called the Z line, or it is called the Krause's membrane. This is called the Krause's membrane. So the middle line, the dividing line where the light band is divided equally is called the Z line, and this is called the H line. So again Z line, H line, Z line and so on. And this part, the portion between one complete dark band and two half light bands, this is called sarcomere. Sarcomere. And what is sarcomere? Sarcomere is a unit of contraction. The unit of contraction is called sarcomere. So this is one sarcomere, this is another sarcomere, this is third sarcomere, and these sarcomeres, they contract and relax, and because of this the movement of the body takes place. At the time of contraction and relaxation, these sarcomeres, they contract and relax, because these bands, they slide over each other. They slide over this way. The light band and dark band, they slide, and this sarcomere is the unit of contraction. Now the sarcomere, there is a formula for sarcomere. What is sarcomere? That is half light band plus one dark band plus half light. This is sarcomere. Half light band, one complete dark band and one half light band. That means the space, the portion between the Z line to Z line. This is Z line, this is Z line, and the space or the distance or the part between two Z lines is called sarcomere. This is Z line, so this will be another sarcomere. So what is sarcomere? Half Z line or half light band, one complete dark band and half light band is called sarcomere. This is present in the body parts where the skeleton is there. It is also present in our tongue because we can move the tongue by our own will. हम चाहे जब जीभ को घुमा सकते हैं. So it is responsible for the limbs movement. Contractile or this striated muscles, because of the striations or skeletal muscles, they are helpful in the movement of the body parts. We can walk, we can run, we can hold the things, we can lift anything, we can run, we can ride. So for the skeletal movements, the muscles which are responsible, they are called the skeletal muscles. They are called the voluntary muscles. They are called because the working is under the control of our will. हमारी इच्छा से हम इसका मूवमेंट कर सकते हैं. If I want to move the finger, this is voluntary muscle. This is striated muscle which is working. If I am doing this way, this is voluntary muscles. If I am doing this way, this is voluntary muscle. So the muscles whose working is under will, they are called the skeletal muscles. So in the next video, we shall see the another